Why does the soul forget? Why, after lifetimes of wisdom and awakening, do we return here, empty-handed, not remembering who we were, what we learned, or what we loved before? Seth once said that maintaining the physical world requires tremendous focus of energy. To keep matter stable, consciousness must narrow its attention into an incredibly small frequency range. And in that narrowing, memory fades. It's not that the information is lost. It's that the bandwidth of human awareness can no longer carry the full signal of the soul. 1. Energy and attention, the cost of creation. Imagine consciousness as a beam of pure white light. In its original state, it contains every color, every frequency of existence, the memory of all lifetimes, all dimensions, all knowing. But when that light focuses through the lens of the physical world, it splits, like light through a prism. One ray becomes you in this lifetime, another becomes someone else. Each fragment of the light forgets its totality, so that it can experience one particular shade of being. Seth explained that creation itself is an act of concentration. To be here, to manifest this world of time and space, the soul must temporarily forget its infinity. Otherwise, the illusion of physical reality couldn't hold together. Forgetting, then, is not a failure of spirit. It's the price of focus. 2. Consciousness compression, a scientific analogy. In modern terms, you could say the soul undergoes dimensional compression. Think of it like principal component analysis, a process where vast, high-dimensional data is reduced to its core components so that it can fit into a smaller, usable form. The soul contains infinite data, all emotions, all memories, all timelines. But when it projects itself into 3D, it must compress that richness into something simpler. A body, a brain, a linear mind. What we call forgetting is really loss of dimensional resolution. We're not disconnected from our greater self. We're experiencing only the primary features of a far more complex pattern. Just like in PCA, the essence remains, but the details are folded into hidden dimensions that we no longer perceive. 3. The quantum collapse of identity. In another sense, reincarnation is like a quantum collapse of the wave of consciousness. In its full state, the soul exists in infinite probabilities, many versions of you, many paths, all unfolding simultaneously. But to live a single human life, the wave collapses into one specific trajectory, one name, one body, one story. The cost of that precision is amnesia. To experience one timeline fully, you must forget the rest. This is what Seth meant when he said, your focus determines your reality, and your reality determines what you remember. 4. The wisdom of forgetting. So why design a universe like this? Because remembering everything would cancel the meaning of experience. If you remembered all your lives at once, you would no longer live this one. You would merely observe it. Forgetting allows immersion. It makes joy, pain, love, and growth real. It lets you rediscover truth, instead of simply knowing it. In the same way that an artist steps into the painting, the soul steps into form, to feel its own creation from the inside. You could say, the soul forgets not to lose itself, but to find itself again and again, each time from a new angle of infinity. 5. Remembering through frequency. The good news is, nothing is truly forgotten. It's simply encoded in frequencies beyond ordinary awareness. Every dream, intuition, déjà vu, every moment of deep resonance. These are echoes of the greater memory. When your consciousness expands, when you meditate, love, forgive, or awaken, you raise your frequency enough to read higher layers of your own data. In that remembering, you don't retrieve memories like files. You become the knowing itself. Closing. So perhaps the soul doesn't forget at all. It only condenses itself. Like infinite light entering a drop of water. You are that drop. But within you still shines the ocean. And the moment you awaken, you remember, not who you were, but what you've always been.